Basketball.
Shit, man. The Basketball World Cup. I guess no one here other than me has any interest in this.
We sort of spoke about it last time.
And so what did you guys cover? Because I can't act like I
we just covered really the fact that... Oh, no, we covered up to America lost.
Yeah.
We didn't actually cover
With who? To who? Unless it was Russia, I don't want to know.
Who was in the American team? What are the rules? What are the restrictions?
No, they were all NBA players.
Was Kyrie there?
JaVale McGee. Who?
So I
Who's
have
the
a
most
big...
notable
So
player?
I can... What did you guys... I'll ask you just what they kind of...
No, you can go for
We're
it.
talking about what would you guys have said? Like, what did you think about America losing? Because Idris knows basketball enough now, 6 seasons deep at least.
Yeah.
So you know basketball enough to. Okay, I'll start by saying, yeah, they didn't take too many like great people out.
But there were bigger problems than just not taking players.
Yeah.
Like
Who
they
did they
were
lose
actually
to?
a rubbish team. Like I watched the game, the one they lost to Spain, was it?
Spain, okay.
But I don't think Spain knocked them out. They didn't even make it to the quarterfinals. Bummy ass.
Or was it Serbia? Serbia beat them. I know Serbia did beat
gave
them.
the
France
pounds,
beat them. France knocked them out.
Yeah,
We can't pretend
They
like
lost that many games.
Yeah, and Rudy Gobert was an absolute
beast,
beast,
Yeah,
bro.
He's
Like,
7'2".
wow.
He plays in
Like,
the NBA.
I watched him.
his name.
Rudy Gobert, but it's pronounced Gobert.
Okay.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's 7'2", tall, great defensive player, 2-time defensive player of the year.
Just
Gave them all the work,
So
but
who-
they've got. It's gone.
Who was their most notable player? Was Giannis
Who?
there?
He's from Greece, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, fair
But he
enough.
should be playing for Nigeria. I don't know why he's wasting his time. If he'd have played for Nigeria, that would have been.
So
ill.
who was
You know
there?
that
Who was
is-
there that is like a notable basketball?
for America.
Yeah, for America.
Donovan Mitchell,
yeah.
Jason Tatum,
They're like up and coming stars
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, okay, so
It's
they weren't
more-
no like.
Kyle Kuzma, but he were injured.
It's not like a dream.
They didn't
team.
take. They didn't take
It's
any
more-
superstars out.
Yeah.
They didn't even
Okay,
take any
okay.
like notable stars. It's all up and coming dudes. They took out Kemba Walker. Actually, he's a star. But now his legacy's tarnished, in my opinion,
Yeah,
because he just can't win nothing.
Literally.
And he went. So Kemba Walker won the NCAA basketball championship before he got drafted to the NBA.
Fuck the NCAA. Sorry.
I mean slavery, but baller. He's like a B plus Kyrie. That's what he is. If Kyrie's the A star, Kemba's a B plus. You know what? I'll give Kemba an A. If Kyrie's an A star, I'll give Kemba an A.
That's a
Because
big
no, it
statement,
isn't a
though.
big statement. Because Kyrie's not as nice as everybody thinks, and I'm just saying, if in terms of their game, I like they got the same game.
They do.
Shifty.
Kemba is nice.
What Kemba's?
With a bet, I've been saying this to
Kemba
Owen for a long
Kemba can
time.
ball. Why doesn't
This
he not
guy,
bang?
this guy needs to have a better team.
A better team around him. Yeah,
But
was playing with Michael Jordan for the Charlotte Hornets or Bobcats?
Yeah,
The Hornets right now.
this is what I said to him, which is weird. Like in a football sense, the loyalty is very much gone. Whereby like players would leave. Apart, it's weird because we've only got like you get the weird odd ones like Harry Kane, who you don't know whether he's gonna leave or not. Whereas
He'll end up leaving. that
with
Kane guy.
basketball, I find it very surprising when someone actually stays.
It's like Italian football.
Weirdly, like if a player stays at like the Hornets, like Kemba was staying at the Hornets, I'm like, why not just go? Like you have no like
Because
affiliation.
there are incentives to get the bag when you stay at a team. If you're the guy, if you're a franchise guy, you're more than likely going to hit the belly. You can play to your market. It's true.
Yeah,
Like,
you get your money. You will get your money 100%.
And then he set all these. He made an all-star team. He made an all-NBA team. He played really well.
'Cause,
So
like,
you can play. Do you guys understand any of what we're saying?
Yes.
Some of it. I get something about. I saw them talking about when Leonard was supposed to be signing contracts and Supermax and this that album.
Yeah, so I don't understand all that Supermax shit, but Kemba's a max player or Supermax player, I believe. So he's big time, but he's just not as good as Kyrie, like in terms of the effect he's had on the game or where he's played.
They have like salary
Kyrie
cap.
made more noise at the Cleveland Cavaliers before LeBron got there than Kemba did at Charlotte. So you see it. That's why I say Kyrie's an A star
I
to
agree.
Kemba's A.
Did
But
you
they-
see that Kyrie thing though that came out yesterday?
What Kyrie thing?
Apparently he's fractured his left side of his face.
How? What was he doing?
Elbows.
Nah.
This
it
is
was-
what's funny.
It weren't no elbows. He was trying to do that Michael Jackson lean thing again and fucked it up. His face hit the whole ground. Have you seen it?
No.
I'll send it to you guys.
Please.
The dude can do the Michael Jackson thing.
How have you fractured your face in off season?
I told you he was doing the Michael Jackson and flopped
Had to
straight
have
into
been,
his
right?
face.
It had to have
Straight into
been.
his face.
Other than that, how else do you fracture your left side of your face?
I can talk about how shit the USA team were for days. They took out Joe fucking Harris. Now I understand, yeah, that America is a nation majoritively made up of white Caucasians. Yeah? So they have to have someone on the team that reflects that. They love basketball anyway. but there's always a token. That's just me speaking from my perspective, but I think it's pretty factually. They've always got one decent white boy on the team. They took Kevin Love out when they won the Olympics. But they took out Joe Harris. Joe fucking Jim Harold.
Let me tell you something. The way you're saying the name means something, but I don't know what the fuck that means.
That's fine.
You're saying it's
This is my little monologue.
I'm
This
trying
is my
so
little,
hard.
This is my little monologue. But you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
So you can feel it. So what feelings am I evoking? That Joe Harris is a bum and should have never been on that squad. Should have never, ever been on that squad. But they take him out because he's a white Klay Thompson. And I know Klay Thompson looks white already, but he ain't. His daddy black. He's daddy black. Daddy played for the Lakers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro.
I
He's
didn't
half
actually
black,
know
half
that.
white. He ain't like...
I didn't know his dad was a baller as
He's
well.
not
though.
Egyptian or something like that. He look Egyptian.
He did kind of look Egyptian.
But yeah, no. So they just took out the wrong team. Jason Tatum, overrated. Marcus Smart should have been starting. Miles Turner had a good tournament, in my opinion, from the games that I saw. They're all just NBA players, right? They're all NBA players, yeah. That's what they were doing, though, Ryan. Shooting right over people's heads. And over the backboards, too. They were trash.
Are you being a bit mean to European teams over here? Because for European teams bang.
They do bang.
Some of them.
But the US were trash because they took... The talent they took out were enough to make it to the semi-finals at the very least. Because a lot of teams have at least 4 NBA players. Even the African teams have a lot of NBA players. They've got, on Nigeria, they've got Al-Farouq Aminu. They've got Chuck Diogu, who played in the NBA. They've got a few, Josh Okogie, who plays for Minnesota Timberwolves. You don't know who these people are, but you're learning.
I've heard some of their names.
When you're saying stuff, I just want to think, where's Ovie?
He's Spanish, bro.
In Casa Amor, bro.
Bruv, he's not.
Is he actually good at basketball?
No.
What are you talking
Nah,
about?
bro.
Wait. What are you talking about?
Seriously.
Wait.
I'm saying all these names like, where the fuck did Ovie
Bruv,
play?
I watched a video of him playing basketball at some event the other day. My guy couldn't, he missed every shot he threw
Yeah,
up.
shooting ain't easy. I can't shoot either. So he's not good because he can't shoot.
I don't know.
There are other aspects of
That's
the
fine.
game.
All right, cool.
When was the last time you dunked the ball, Alex? Never!
I was like, no, when I was young, I could reach it.
You couldn't dunk, though.
Yeah.
Don't lie on me. Don't lie. You ever dunked before?
No.
Good. I appreciate the honesty.
I used to play netball.
I was on the cusp.
It's not a game.
I can't dunk, though. Ever.
Nah, it is a game.
I ain't got a backboard. Much they ain't got a backboard, just a hoop in the air.
Yeah.
You can't dunk as well.
You can.
The netball.
Yeah.
It'll be
You
very
can't.
dangerous,
You
no?
can't.
You can't even move. You gotta stay on your 1 foot.
No. See, you ain't played the time. I know enough for lightning girls, bro. So, they're pros. There's a pro league for netball, man. It's phenomenal. It's actually quite a good spectator sport. Anyway, let me talk about Spain winning.
They won the World Cup.
Bro,
Yeah, shout out Spain.
It was such a good mate.
And shout
Spain
out Pau
and
Gasol.
Argentina. It's Marc Gasol.
Oh, sorry, Mark.
Spain and Argentina were quality.
Shouts out Pau, dude.
Great teams. France played really well. They've got a ton of NBA players as well. And I think the right team won. Ricky Rubio needs to get his props. It's a shame that he's in Phoenix. Ricky Rubio was like the Spanish player, right?
Yeah.
That's Spanish
Basically
Harry.
got drafted. No, man, better than that. In regards to like the hype he had coming into the league. So he was playing for Barcelona from the age of 16. Barcelona have a pretty good team, one of the better teams in Europe. And then he went to the league when he was probably like 21 or something like that.
Yes.
And then had an average career up until now, but he's like been on teams that have made it to the playoffs every so often. He's like been riddled with injury, but as he's matured as a player, he got an MVP of the whole tournament, and I think he deserved it. Bro, he was thrown. Do you know what a dime is? No. So weird when I have to educate people. A dime is like a good assist, but like flashy, so like a no-look pass or like behind the back. And they just had a great team throughout, great bench. Like I think it's pretty much all of the players that played on the Spanish team, apart from maybe 2 or 3, have played in the NBA at some point in time already or currently do. Marc Gasol plays for the Toronto Raptors. You heard of them?
Yes.
They won the NBA championship
Just last year,
You have Kawhi.
He's like the second player to ever do that, right?
Yeah, I know who Leonard is.
He's the second player to take gold and win
Leonard.
a ring.
Kawhi Leonard, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I know a couple of basketball players, but the ones you're naming,
Go on. You got any questions to ask me?
No, not any questions. But I like hearing about Basketball World Cup
Yes.
because the NBA is so Like you get fucking world champs just playing amongst yourselves.
Yeah, it's
That's what I
stupid,
said.
innit?
It's just such
It's
a.
not really a merit.
They
There's
got
no
like a
merit in
monopoly
it.
of
It's
the
mad.
sport.
The thing I can't keep up with is the fact that they play so many games.
Yeah, they
Really?
play a lot of
The
games.
games are a lot shorter though.
No, but it's just like they literally are playing all the time. When it gets to playoff time, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, I can be
That's what
interested.
a lot of people
It's
say.
a lot more organised.
I
yeah.
love
Yeah,
the
I can be
regular
interested
season.
in the playoffs.
I love
Especially,
the
I don't
regular
understand how they go by their fixtures and stuff.
And
It's
I'm
weird.
glad, I'm so glad.
What do you mean?
Like some teams you're playing 3 times, some teams you're playing twice.
Because there are conferences and divisions now.
Yeah,
Because
that's what
because
don't
we're
make sense
here, because we're here,
That don't make sense to me.
because we're here, we don't understand the divisions and the conferences. But if you like American football, like you say you do, then
It's East and West. I get that. No? I said it's East and West, no?
No, it's more.
there are
it's-
divisions.
Then it splits
Yeah.
into like
Atlantic,
Pacific, yeah, and all of that shit.
Southwest, like you've got the NFC East
All
and
of
you've got the AFC and you've got the NFC North.
All
Or
of
do
that
you guys
crap.
not care about American football that much?
Not like
Oh,
that.
Fair enough.
Playoffs, but American sports,
That's what I'm saying.
American football, American sports, full stop.
Yeah.
Get good at the playoffs.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They do
When
say
there's
that.
something to play for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The regular season is good for me because you see highlights and like I like to see who's going to be the MVP of the regular season. And you still
Who
win,
was-
you,
who
you
was
still
last
win
year?
something at the end of the regular
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
You won the league. It's the league.
Who was the MVP
Yeah.
last year? Leonard.
Oh no,
Kawhi.
that punk
Kawhi Leonard
Giannis.
Janice.
I'm the
Was
Greek
it?
one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Giannis
okay,
Antetokounmpo.
okay.
What do you think of Zion Williamson? He's like my size, but he can dunk.
No, he isn't.
He's bigger than you.
Bigger than you, I think.
By far.
What? And he can dunk.
Are you mad?
You know,
You're 6'2". Do you know how
Bruv, I
He ain't
swear to
60.
God.
He taller than
I
you,
swear
right?
to God.
No, he's at 6'2".
I'm 6'3".
Do you know how
Do
small
not
that
take
is in the
away my.
NBA?
Do you know I'm 6'3". Do not take away my.
Don't
age. I
lie.
swear to God,
Don't
bro.
lie. It's not 6'3".
I'm 6'3".
How
do you
many
mean?
centimeters tall are you? Do you know centimeters?
No, he doesn't.
You're
Probably.
never gonna find out.
What's 63 centimeters?
6 foot
Don't
3
ask for that. No,
centimeters.
don't give him the answer.
That.
That's what he wants, fam.
There's no. I'm telling you, there's no way. He's probably 6'2", but that's short for NBA size.
Oh, I know
That's
that.
Curry.
I know, but what I've clocked. Also, people shorter than me can dunk. But what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what I've seen. I only started appreciating NBA the last 5 years because I never used to understand why everyone got so hyped. I was like, they're dunking. So the fuck what? Huh?
Bruv, do you know how
I
hard
didn't-
it
Until I
is?
tried it.
I
Then
didn't.
realised, oh,
I
okay,
didn't
this
rate
is-
their athleticism, but once I deeped what the fuck I was actually seeing, once I started getting numbers and figures and seeing, that's when I started seeing it to scale. Because when everyone's massive, no one's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I
get
just
that.
started seeing,
get
Speaking
Oh.
of athleticism, yeah, shouts out to Hooper's voice. They put on the Russell Westbrook dunking. Oh my god,
You guys know
that
who Russell
guy!
Westbrook is?
Yeah.
he's a monster.
Oh, that dunk, those dunks are just ridiculous, fam.
alright.
That guy can fly.
Go and watch a Derrick Rose one, man. I'm tired of this Russell Westbrook at the moment has a massive like hipster dick suck, and it's weird. to me, bro.
Really?
People love this dude, and I
I
don't get
just
me
like
wrong,
the dunks, to be honest.
bro.
I don't like
win
the
Exactly.
something,
Yes.
bro.
I've
Stop
been-
beating your chest, Brody. Like I fuck
I've
with
been
Russell
saying that
Westbrook.
as well.
I like the way he played, but you need to win
Yeah,
something. You need to
that's it.
acquiesce in the moments that count.
100%.
You're not doing yourself any favors. You're now
But we
back
can't-
at Houston with the big dogs. Fuck, I was supposed to talk about Spain and how white boys can actually ball. Shit. Fuck. I'm so upset America took out Joe Harris. I'm so upset. I've like been in like Instagram beef in comments with people about it because I call him Jeff Harris, innit? Jeff Harold. Because why should I shouldn't know his name. This guy should not be there. I shouldn't know his name. Fucking now you know his name. You guys will never forget Joe Harris. Just any Joe Harris, bro. Any
punch him. Just be like, what the fuck did you go to the FIBA?
So is he an NBA player though?
Yeah, he is.
plays for the Brooklyn Nets and he won the 3-point contest last year.
Oh, okay. So he's playing with Kyrie this year, no? Ain't Kyrie there?
Damn, you don't know
Why?
nothing.
No, you right. Kyrie is
Kyrie
there.
is there.
Oh, I thought it was a Curry. Oh.
No, Kyrie. Oh, Curry, man. I know where Curry is.
I said, what? I
It just sucks to see America making this. They should have. Shouts out Ricky Rubio. Shouts out the Spanish team. I was at. It was actually going on while I was out there, and
I didn't even know it was going
the
on.
girl
I'm
let
not
me
gonna lie.
watch some of the games out there.
Shout out
Shouts
the girl.
her, shout out the
The
girl.
Basketball World Cup.
Yeah.
I swear that's what I mean. Like the Rugby World Cup almost passed me by as well.
that passed me by. I had no idea until you mentioned
He
it. today.
passed me by.
It's on
only
now.
just started,
No, I
bro.
get that, but I
had
didn't
no
know
idea.
it was coming.
I had no idea.
It's
Cricket World
difficult
Cup
for
passed
me,
me by.
bro. I just really like. I get it, football.
Oh, the
But like,
Ashes.
that's only because I was born here. Yeah, but no one talks about cricket.
No, genuinely, no.
Cricket's dead.
But like,
Cricket's
like
huge.
football, man. Like,
I don't think-
football's such a weird thing. For
It's
me, how
weird
much
because we're in
people
the
love
London
it.
bubble, innit? So
No, but people in England love cricket.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
we're
do.
in the London bubble. People in
I
London.
was sitting at work today. One guy said to me, "Oh, I've like something," and he went, "Oh yeah, don't tell me nothing. I've been avoiding the scores." And I looked at him and I was like, "What? The football scores? I can't link up." And he went, "No, rugby." I was like, "What the
Rugby's
fuck?"
30 though.
I was like,
I used to play.
A lot
Played
of
for 8
people-
years.
But I didn't
realised
know
that
that
when I
people
went to-
actually like were on it like that. Obviously they are, but I didn't realize like, oh, okay, cool. England are playing in the World Cup. Like, I'm literally gonna be watching this thing. Like,
We're a 30 team as well. We always have been. We're
Yeah.
30.
Like,
Probably
I
top,
discovered this
top
at
5
uni.
rugby nations all time.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Easily.
All Blacks are the best. They always have been.
Wales are probably a better team in our lives. I'm telling you.
Swear down.
Telling you.
Oh, see, I know Jonah Luma.
Did
that's
we
about
invent
it.
the game?
Jonah Lomu.
Cricket.
And we invented most games,
Yeah,
bro.
we did, didn't we?
Well,
We invented cricket, I know that.
they,
And football.
they invented
This,
most
I was
games.
that was interesting.
They invented
Like
most
we.
games, and
I'm racially ambiguous in it, so I could be English.
I guess. Yeah.
Could be
100%.
English for all you
Been on
know.
holiday.
Yeah.
He could be from Guernsey or some shit like that. I know what people from Guernsey look like. Anyone been to Guernsey? No. Yeah, exactly. It's just from Guernsey.
Guernsey, innit? There you go.
From Guernsey. Shout out to Guernsey, massive. Still.
I identify as a Guernsey person. There you go. No
Yeah.
one can tell me anything now.
Shit, man. I guess, yeah, that's it. The Basketball World Cup was well worth a watch. And if you want some highlights, go on the YouTube.
What channel was it on?
Well, in Spain, it was on Channel 4.
In the UK, we didn't even make it. So
Eurosport?
Probably Sky or Eurosport.
Yeah,
to be
Eurosport,
fair.
I
It was probably on
yeah.
Sky Sports, to be fair. It's probably
I don't know if it
Sky
made it.
Sports have a lot these days, and they have a lot of NBA games. If not, BT.
Speaking of coverage, though, I heard the BBL was streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty big
What's
news.
that?
The British Basketball League.
Is it-
Since-
Okay.
Go on.
Okay.
Brazilian Babitsalu.
What the hell BBL is that? What?
Brazilian Babitsalu.
That means Brazilian butt lift. I said man
That's
bun.
what I said,
What?
Brazilian.
Hey, bro, I swear, I thought it was. I don't know even
The
know what I thought
Brazilian
it
butt
was.
lift.
No.
Streaming on YouTube.
No, man. The British Basketball League, man. Quite a few, like a couple of my homies have played in it.
What,
Quite-
what,
I know
what's
quite a
some
few.
top? What's some top teams?
Leicester Riders are a 30 team.
Leicester
I was
Riders.
thinking of picking a team, and I was thinking either Leicester Riders or London Lions.
Yeah,
I don't know
naturally,
which
but-
one.
London
you know,
Lions. What was the team?
I'm
that
flying with the
sponsored
Royals this season.
Beale?
Yeah.
What's the other
Well,
London team?
I'm going Royals as well then for
Yeah,
its
man.
sake.
The Royals have a lot of players that I have watched like coming up. Obviously it's a community. It's a very like. No, I would go as far as saying insular because we can't get no coverage. But now that it's on YouTube, I think it's a massive deal.
I think so.
of
It should bring
course.
big coverage to.
What's the other London team? London is it London
So
Tigers?
there's London City Royals. London Towers was an old school team.
Oh,
They were one
okay.
of a professional team. My coach played for Towers for like a season or two. Won the BBL of that league. My coach.
Yeah, they
was one of the first.
sponsored a secondary school that's near us.
Oh.
Years ago.
Oaks Park.
No, it's, Beale.
No, okay.
Shout out to the BBL. I ain't gonna be watching.
No, why not?
No.
Right?
Is it any
But-
good though? In terms of like, if you watch it in terms of quality,
I want to try and watch it this season.
are you
I
going to
wanna
be
see
sitting
what's
there
good.
thinking that I'm
They're
watching grassroots
already
football?
a week down, so and the highlights are on YouTube.
So I might go check it out.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
I
have
mean,
to.
is the standard good? It's not NBA standard, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's what
do
I
you
mean,
watch
is
it? Do you watch NBA basketball? No, so I don't think it makes a
No,
difference.
No, but like-
I have to see the peak
Yeah, because
of NBA. I can't see just like.
I'll
If I
watch
can't watch,
clips.
if I can't watch regular season NBA, I'm not gonna watch regular season BBL.
Yeah, like I'll watch little
Yeah, I
clips.
guess.
Like I'll watch the highlights, like top plays every week or whatever. I
Like,
see
do
that
you-
occasionally.
Do
Ovi
you
would do
watch-
bits in the BBL. He'd do all right.
Do
I
you
reckon
watch
he'd do all right.
lower league football? Bro?
From time, if it comes on after match of the day,
It's sort of similar, right? It's
what
like a
lower? Yeah,
standard
but
down.
lower league. What
You
are we
don't watch
talking?
lower
Are we
league
talking?
I watch them in cup games. I won't watch them regular season.
No, like I'd watch the Champions. Like you know, you get the
Yeah, you get them
straight after
coming
match of
us-
the day.
yeah.
I'd watch that. Like I don't mind watching that.
I
It's like
watched
sports.
the
TV.
Women's League show last
Yeah,
year.
same here. I watched that
Because
last week.
They score screamers.
Actually, shoot bangers.
They
So
score.
how hard is it?
Oh,
The goal's 8 foot tall and the keeper's 5
Is the
foot
goal,
2.
is the
Is the
goal
goal
smaller?
different?
No, it's the same goal.
It is the same goal.
It's the
But the
same
goal-
goal.
the
But the
goalkeepers
goalkeeper is
are
going to
not-
naturally
yeah.
be.
They should just put
naturally
men in
short.
goal and it
Like-
make it a lot easier.
That'd be fun.
Make it a lot
Courtois is like
harder,
7 foot.
Yeah,
Like he
it's
stops everything, right?
No,
Hard
he
to
doesn't.
score past. He doesn't, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be hard. If I stood and when I stand in a normal size goal, I feel like it's fucking huge.
It is massive.
And I'm probably bigger than most of the women that are standing in the goal. So then,
Yeah,
like,
possibly. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal have a good women's team, and they were scoring goals, absolute goals.
Well,
yeah,
no,
the Arsenal team is
they were.
sick.
But I remember watching it last season, turning it on, and this is a true story, by the way. I think it was Man City were playing, and literally she tries to pass it back to the goalkeeper from
I
keeper.
saw that.
And it goes straight in, and I was like,
It was either like Birmingham or West Ham or Reading or one of them teams.
Yeah.
Reading in the
Oh,
top
no,
flight. Jokes.
No, do you know what's mad
I was
though?
like, right.
It's like because when it was the Women's World Cup a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all I kept sitting there saying, and I'm not trying to shit on women's football, but
No,
all I
you
kept
are.
sitting there
Save your
saying,
chest. Save your chest.
all I kept sitting there saying was, this is the best women in the world at
Yeah.
football. And literally, it was like sometimes they couldn't string together 10 passes.
He's got a point.
Serious.
Where's the Women's World Cup?
No, you were looking at teams top flight teams.
These
the
are-
UK, USA.
Nah, bruv.
Brazil's,
the only
USA's.
player that wasn't there was the world number one. She wasn't there. But the rest, it was like the Arsenal ladies. Most of them were there. The English ladies, it was Man City and Arsenal.
Yeah.
Combination. Like Chelsea
And Frank
ladies.
Kirby, she plays for Chelsea.
Yeah, they were there, but everyone was there, and it was literally like some of them other teams. It was like you're the best a country has to offer in terms of women playing football.
Well,
It's
not
like
necessarily.
it's like because not.
I know
all-
some.
not-
I know some females that can play.
No, so do I.
Well, all the
I-
ladies that made the team can play.
I don't feel like.
and they were probably dubs up the man them if
Oh,
they
100%.
played with the man
But
them.
it just looked
It's just
terrible.
no cap. I played no cap. They probably. So I went to a five-a-side with my work lot. Yeah, and one of the girls she used to play for Brighton and Hove Albion. So that's when she was 16. So she was playing pro at 16.
Yeah.
And bro, the amount of dons she megged, the amount of getting off a shot wasn't hard for her, and that's because she played pro at a woman's standard. So just because they're playing amongst themselves, and as you said, the goalkeeper's like diminutive in stature in relation to the goal. Yeah, it doesn't mean that they ain't good. I just think it's hard to not watch it and hold it to the standard of
the
men's
Premier League.
basketball.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to watch it for what it is. It's women's football. I used to love watching girls play basketball. At uni, that's like I used
Women's
to.
basketball isn't that bad to watch.
Bro, it's exactly the same thing. You might as well be watching netball.
Do they lower
if
the
they
net
ain't
though?
finna, if they
Yeah,
ain't finna, no, it's 10
100%.
feet. If they ain't finna dunk, which is
Okay.
what I watch basketball for, the high octane, then
true.
you get me. But it's still enjoyable. If you like the game, you should be able to enjoy watching women's football.
No,
You man don't like the game enough.
no,
That's what
like
I'm saying.
don't get me wrong. I would watch the
Or you
game.
just don't like women.
No, I would watch the game and it was fine. And there were certain aspects of the game I appreciate, like their first touch. I can understand the fact the ball comes out of the air and
They're
their touch-
techier than boys.
Yeah, their
More
tech is
time.
amazing. Some of it, but then it's
Oh, piss off.
bro.
Oh, get out of here,
I
man.
believe it. I'm
Why-
not saying it's to be controversial.
All right, listen, all the women listening to this or watching this, I understand it. But I'm not gonna have you here.
What? No, I'm being 100% serious when I say
I know, bruv, that's what's scary to me. You're being 100% serious.
some of their touches are deep, bro.
Nah, bruv, stop blowing smoke up there.
There were some aspects of the game that I was like,
a lot.
how is that the best people playing
Bruv,
football?
no,
We used to text each
a
other,
lot,
I
a lot,
know,
a lot of them
I
are
know.
trash. A lot of them are trash, and I'll tell you the reasons why. Because there's been no money going into the sport. Now they got WSL. Now money's going into the sport. You'll see improvements.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see the same across every sport of every nation. There's a reason that America win every medal because they've got the investments.
Yeah.
When Jamaica started putting money into sprinting,
Yeah.
suddenly the Jamaicans started blowing everyone out the water. So when the money comes in, the level goes up. My respect for women's football will also increase because I understand what it's like being a black person.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
To be not allowed, obviously not me personally, but people in the past to not be able to go to the same schools, enjoy the same education, and it's been much harder for them to get to the point they're at now. So I'm not going to be a complete prick and say it's not unobtainable, the levels, but it will just take some time to get there because they were held back in the past. I'm not going to say, oh, no, that's really...
I think it's currently at the standard of under 16 boys football, and I think that could be deep if you watch. You think it's worse than under 16 boys football?
I
It's
think
at
there
that
are
standard.
I think there are games where the fully fledged women teams have been smacked up by the under 16
There have
footballs.
been. There have
So
been examples.
I don't know.
I have
innit?
heard of examples. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know
That's why I think it's at that standard.
because
you get it?
the problem is right. Some of these 16-year-old guys that are ready to play in the Premier League, some of them are breaking into Premier League first teams,
Yeah,
innit?
some.
And they're going to be bigger and stronger. Some of them,
Rooney was
Zion.
16.
bruv, than
Miller was 16.
the women playing fully fledged. So yeah, in certain situations it will work. Certain situations I don't see it doing it. If you put the best 16-year-olds against the best women, I think it'd be an
30
interesting.
games.
Give 'em
Yeah,
time.
it'd be interesting.
Give
It'd
them
be
time,
interesting.
man. It's coming. But don't go crazy just yet. Say, oh, it's coming.